Namaste everyone. Today I'm going to take up this interesting topic. Why do we meditate on the heart? Dear sisters and brothers, it has been a joy meditating with you all. Today I want to talk about a very fundamental idea, meditation on the heart. Why do we do that? What are its benefits? I want to share my ideas on this topic from a physical, mental, and spiritual standpoint. All the benefits when we meditate with an idea of the presence of source of divine light in the heart. To be born as a human does not automatically make us human, isn't it? Rather, it gives us the possibility to become a fully human. We have potential. Having become fully human, we gain new potential. We can go further and become divinized. So, from animal humans, we have the possibility to become humans, and then divine human beings. Now, what do we do when we meditate with the heartfulness system? We bring our awareness to the heart. We gradually flow into a single stream of thought, thinking of the presence of light. Now it begins to transform into feelings, and we begin to find a calmness, a stillness, and it transcends into further states of whatever comes in the form of flourishing consciousness. Either you go so deep into your subconscious, or you fly high into superconscious and derive intuitions from there. How does one make decisions in life? When we are at crossroads of mind versus heart, feelings versus reasons, today it is well understood that the heart has an intelligence of its own. The heart is the organ that guides our capacity to make decisions and understand ourselves. We all know that when we are connected to the heart, we can tap into its wisdom to guide us. We all meditate on something or the other. A student meditates on his studies. A businessman meditates on his next deal. A philosopher meditates on an idea. Scientist meditates on the reason. And prospective husband or wife to be, they go on meditating on whether this person will be suitable for me or not. Meditation is a natural process to all of us, where we bring attention and awareness to a subject, and from there something happens that expands our understanding and that helps further into making a decision. A regular meditation practice helps us imbibe the essence of the thing that we meditate upon. In the words of my Guruji, Pujya Babuji Maharaj, he says, we generally take up the heart for meditation. The heart is the pumping station of the blood. It sends out blood after purification to different nerves and cells of the body. Now, we have taken the heart as the center of meditation. The blood that runs throughout our system is affected. The solidity due to our own thoughts and actions begins to melt away. This is the first thing we begin to gain from the very first day by this method of meditation on the heart. The word heart in Sanskrit is Hridaya, a word with 3 letters, Ri, Da and Ya. Ra, Da, Yam, iti, Ra iti, Ekam Aksharam. The first letter is Ra, a Sanskrit letter. What does it convey? How do you contemplate on the import of this letter HR or Re. Re iti ekam aksharam. Re is one letter. Abhiharanti asmai swasthanye cha ya evam veda. Ra means to attract or to draw. This is the grammatical root meaning of the word or the letter Ra. Drawing, to attract, to pull towards oneself, to compel everything to gravitate towards oneself. Swasthanye chaya evam veda abhiharanti asmaya. This is the grand result that is proclaimed by mere meditation on the implication of the root meaning of the letter Rya, to draw. Think, I shall also pull the cosmos towards myself as the supreme consciousness which is the subject of all objects. Under the heartfulness way of meditation, we are making a sankalpa that I am meditating on the source of divine light that is drawing my attention inward. Along with, when we begin to receive pranahuti, that one begins to resonate with the source, in turn begins a magical thing. We become one with what we nurture via thought, the divine presence. The second letter in Hridaya precisely means to give. When we meditate on the heart, and as we focus on this Hridaya, we begin to attract God's grace. Let's call it as prasadam from our Lord. It is imperative that we share it. So we first receive the is to give. Yam, the third letter, iti ekam aksharam, iti swargam lokam ya evam veda. The third letter, ya, means to go. You go to the higher dimension. You are automatically rather transcended into the higher realm. So that's the beauty of meditating on hearts. More than all this explanation, I am sure when you undergo the heartfulness practices offered by Sri Ramchandra Mission, you will admire that it is indeed worth meditating on our heart, our best friend. Moreover, as a human being, logically speaking, we identify each other by our hearts, isn't it? Let's say you think of your grandmother. How would you describe her? Oh, she's such a lovely person. Her presence is so lovely. When we think of Buddha, we think of his kindness, his compassion. The point I'm trying to make is that we identify one another by the quality of our heart. She is kind-hearted, she understands me so well, and so is so closed-hearted and fails to understand me, or he is so warm-hearted and so on. Heart is what makes us human, and so it becomes easier and natural to place our attention on the heart. It's intuitive for us to meditate on the heart. Logically speaking, meditation is all about moving from the object of focus or thinking to feeling or becoming the object of meditation. Otherwise, what is the point of focusing your mind on an object and don't derive or imbibe those qualities? When we understand this much, then obviously it is conclusive that I cannot meditate on Navi or on my navel or on Agya Chakra or on Muladhara or tip of my nose, which are not the places where from one can feel subtle nuances floating in our consciousness. Only place where from feelings are perceived is the heart. Ask yourself a question. with all honesty, that when we talk of evolution of consciousness, well, thinking of manas moves towards the feelings of the heart, where the intellect moves towards intelligence, intuition, and wisdom of the heart, and where the arrogance dissolves to become humble. Don't you think the culmination of thinking, culmination of intellect and ego, they all settle with hard qualities of feeling, wisdom, and humility? To make it further simpler, when our heart is not serviced by a clear and regulated mind, we can find that the physical heart is affected. In the United States, a group of researchers studied the benefits of meditation on the heart on a high stress group. And high stress group is always that of doctors and nurses. Medical profession is demanding, and in the times of pandemic, COVID pandemic, our frontline workers have been stretched to the limits. The research team set out with the goal to study if heartfulness meditation done with pranayama on the heart can reduce burnout. When they published the results, it showed that heartfulness meditation with pranayama indeed helped the doctors and nurses alleviate burnout. Their sense of well-being, compassion, empathy, all these measures improved statistically. In another study done on the patient suffering from insomnia, heartfulness meditation done with pranayama on the heart was found to be extremely beneficial. Now we all know that if we spend a night wrestling with the pillow, next day we are irritable, distracted, and tired. Think of people who can't sleep night after night. Life is very challenging. Their lifestyle is affected, and many other physiological problems do occur. When these patients meditated with pranayama each night before going to sleep, they reported that their sleep quality improved. Many were able to consult their doctors and reduce the drug doses of sleep medications. Some of the patients reported that their dreams came back. These people had not dreamt in years, and they were delighted to have found their dreams again. When we read Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna is advising his friend Arjun that you meditate here on Trikuti, Agya Chakra. Why? Power was needed for Arjuna at that moment. He was fighting a war. We are not going to war with some enemy outside. We are at war with our own tendencies and habits. This chakra is needed, activation is needed, Trikuti, to gain powers. To win that war, we need to awaken the divinity within to help us fight our tendencies and habits. To do that, to awaken the force within, Lord Krishna reveals in the 18th chapter, verse number 61, perhaps the biggest secret of Bhagavad Gita. He says, Hridayame Pashyasi. Look within your heart. If you like to search more verses from Bhagavad Gita related to heart, importance of heart, here are the details. Chapter number 4, verse number 38. Chapter number 8, verse number 4. Chapter number 8, again verse number 12. Chapter number 10, verses 11 and 20. Chapter number 13, verse 18. Chapter 15, verse 15. And finally, the chapter 18 and the sloka 61. Finally, heart chakra is connected with the all chakras and cells of our body. Heart is not only connected with this physical body, but our spiritual and emotional dimensions are directly connected with the heart. I have taken a lot of time in explaining why we meditate on the heart, and I'm sure it will help you understand that why waste our time in venturing into so many other things while our elders, our sages, including Lord Krishna, who is our Yuga Purusha, directly advising meditate on the heart. Shouldn't we listen? Pranams.